crafters, this is Jerry with Crafty Stash, and this is my Pinterest inspiration collaboration, and I decided to do a Father's Day card, and it turned out to be a bunch of cards because I did this video like 10 times. So I wanted to show you some tips and tricks on how to do it without really measuring or thinking about it too much. So this was my inspiration card, and as you can see, it's a shirt with a collar and a pocket, and the pocket has a little place for you to put a tag or a note or some money or something like that. This is an A2 card, and for those of you who don't do cards and you want to know a little bit more about, A2 is a standard size American card. It is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. Fits A2 size envelopes. So if you have had questions about, well, where do you get the envelopes from? Amazon. I get them in bulk, and I get 250 at a time usually, and they're pretty inexpensive. So this is the card. I will show you how to do it without worrying about how to measure or anything like that. And then I will explain the others as I go. So what I want to do is I will take a base color, whatever that color is. This is orange, and I will put a pattern paper on top of it. So what I will do is I got to open it and make sure my glue's coming out. Always the way, isn't it? And I'll just do this real quick. You know how to do this part. Very, very simple. If you're using a big print like this, make sure you know where your print is and if it's going to be, usable on the card that you have. Then on this particular one, it was a 3 by 3 square. Start with any size square. It doesn't matter. Whatever fits your card, that's what it'll do. And I'm going to use a 2 by 2 square for this one. Then take that square, whatever size it is, at the base of the points, you want to halfway. So this is 1 inch. And then about 2/3 of the way down, mark it. In this case, it's 1 1/4 is what I did on either side. And then just take that point to the center, cut, and the center to that point, cut. There you go. Kind of looks like a baseball diamond. And now I don't even have to measure this. This is going to be just a little bit narrower than the this, because I want a frame around it. So that doesn't look like I cut the right size on that, or I didn't pick up the right piece. Let's cut another piece. There we go. So a little bit shorter than 2, a little bit let's see, I wanted to kind of get this part here. So let's cut it about 1 1/4, thereabouts, a little bit more than that, square. Okay, so you want to take this piece and, much better, put that piece on top of it. And bring it down twice the size of whatever your frame around it's going to be. And you'll see why. Turn it over and cut. So I didn't even bother to measure. I don't care. If you followed me at all in the past, I go by the seat of my pants and kind of go as I go. All right, so there you go. There's your piece, and I'm going to do it on the other side because that's got a mark on it. So you have a frame all the way around. That's all you want. So this is going to be your pocket, so you don't want to put any glue on the top, just on the sides and on the bottom. And place it where the pocket would be. And then this one, you're just going to do it all because this is just your top piece, just for decoration. And put it like that, and put a frame all the way around it. Just eyeball it, and there you go. Now for the top part, for your collar, all I did with that, I didn't measure it. All I did was take a scrap piece of my base paper, and I'm going to eyeball this as well, as long as I have a piece at the corners like this. So figure it out. Do you want a deep collar? Do you want a shallow collar? Do you want, you want it down like this? You want it like that? You figure that out. So whenever you get it to that point, just make sure that your ends are at the corners of your card. That's all you do. Turn it around. And as you can see, I already did another one here. I told you I did the video about 10 times. That's what it ends up looking like. And you'll put this down here. But first, before you do that, you want to cut a piece to go with it. So you take a piece here, you put it, you frame it up, however big you want your frame to be around, and turn it over and cut. That's that. Done. No measuring involved. I was getting kind of frustrated. How big is that? Oh, what's the size of this? I was going to give up until I figured out, well, I don't have to give up. I just do it my way. So I'm placing this at the very top of the card, and you put the other piece on top of that. And there you go. Now, one of them had a the card example had kind of stitching around it. You can stitch it with real thread, and I don't want to do that, so I just took a pen and marked it around. You can do that. I don't have to do that whole thing. And then put some either buttons. I put a couple of flat back embellishments there with buttons. This is a ladies version. I just took a die, and this is a Crafter's Companion corner die, and I just placed it on that with some flat back pearls and pretty colors and made it for a girl. And then all you have to do is just stick some money in there, put a little tag in there, however you want to do it, and there you got a card. Very, very cool. Please go to the gals that are below, listed below, and everybody's YouTube site is there. Give them a thumbs up. Subscribe. We all love doing this, and we love having you come by and take a look at all of the products that we produce. So you go and go craft and enjoy. Bye.